Hi, I'm going to read from Pax Imperii, Part 1, Burnley Heights. Mr. John Pardo ran through the report again. The sound of children outside was muted by double glazing. This was the 5th reading. It was as clear as mud. It was a complete mess. No synopsis, no conclusion. The findings were spread out over pages and pages of virtually identically worded reports. He didn't have time to wade through all this detail. It belonged in a technical addendum, so why didn't they put it there? Why, oh why did the ministry employ imbeciles? Mr. Pardo stood up, all 6'4" of him in his pinstripe suit. The window overlooked the regulation park. In the summer holidays, the park would be overrun with visitors. Today must be an inset day. In the corner of his office stood a coat stand. It held his black bowler hat, a heavy gabardine coat and a large umbrella, which he never used, preferring the feel of rain in his face. It wasn't break time yet, but Mr. Pardo needed to stretch his legs. Outside his office door, the ever-present sound of Mrs. Smith's typewriter continued. Mrs. Smith was the pool secretary for the civil managers in Mr. John Pardo's section. Mrs. Smith was competent. When Mr. Pardo had come to work on the section, he had expected her, of all people, to be deeply critical of any deviation from service rules. Although she turned a blind eye, she would make sarcastic but very funny observations at inconvenient times. "I'm taking a breather, Mrs. Smith. Does the office need anything?" By this he meant, "Do you have any errands?" "Negative." Mr. Pardo walked down the stairs. The lifts weren't for his section. They were only there for the top 2 floors and the basement levels, the heights and the hidden. Thanks for listening.